Hey guys, and warm welcome back to the channel. My name is Grace if you're new here, and this is the Rusty Thicket. This week, I really had a lot going on. I wanted to get a bunch of stuff done so that I didn't have to worry about it when it got a little bit closer to time for those particular items, because I'm also trying to work on fall stuff. So this video is a little bit of exploring Japan, just having some, summertime vibes, even though I'm not really into the summer. It is beautiful here. That's one of the reasons I'm actually doing this whale shark. This is an upcoming watercolor class, and I am doing the example of it so that I can put it up on my events page on Facebook and all that. But it's also summer, so people are really looking for those more summery vibed paintings to do in classes. As you will see in the rest of the video, I work on a bat with some figs, which is another big iconic animal here on Okinawa, and then also at the end I'm doing like a Halloween one, so make sure you stay tuned because I'm splicing in all kinds of other footage of the stuff that I am working on and have been working on this past week. Here I am just trying to get my events pages up to date so that arts and crafts can share them and everybody can sign up for my classes. I think this is the last year I'll be doing these classes. Next year we are supposed to be PCSing, even though I do not know when yet, so it'll be probably best just to not have anything that's going to keep me busy up until, spring or summer or whatever, because that should be about the time that we're leaving, but we'll see. I'm also working on, next week I have another Pokemon summer camp, back by popular demand, I guess. I only had 4 kids sign up last time because it was like right out of school letting out, but I have 6 signed up this go around, maybe possibly 8 depending on a few things. But I had a couple of requests for some newer Pokemon. If you haven't watched that video, you guys can, take a few, I think it's maybe 3 or 4 videos back, but I just did a little bitty watercolor class for arts and crafts because they wanted something for the summer, and we're in Japan, so when in Japan you do Pokemon. I did hand draw all of these. Obviously I found the artworks through Pokemon's website, and it was just a fun way for the kids to come and hang out for a couple of hours, watch a little bit of Pokemon, and learn some watercolor techniques, which was the entire point of the class to begin with. But this is just me prepping for that, so I did that this week as well. That starts next Monday. This is the bat that I'm working on for, I believe it's November or October? No. I can't remember off the top of my head. I've got so much going on right now, but it doesn't matter. It's coming up. It's either September, October, or November. I've got a skull and a crow after this, and I feel like that would be October, so. But fruit bats are really popular here. They have a lot of personality. If you walk outside to walk your dog or something like that in the evenings as the sun is starting to set, you can really hear them just absolutely cackling up a storm, screeching at each other. You can see them flying around, and these are the big ones, the big fruit bats. So they're really easy to see, and I hope at least one day I get some decent footage, but since it's usually so dark out, they're kind of difficult to get. But I love bats. You'll see bats on the channel all the time, and I just wanted to paint one, and I think other people might enjoy that too for class, so we'll see how that goes. I will keep you all updated on that. I'm trying to get a little bit more footage from some of my classes coming up because I would just like to have it on hand for myself for, memories and later on and whatnot. But this is a bat and figs, a fruit bat and figs. And I think he turned out really, really cute. So other than that, this week we did make it to Cape Hado a couple of weeks ago, and I really wanted to put that footage in here because I didn't think it had enough to really have like a standalone video for it, but it was absolutely beautiful, even though it was quite warm. But it was a nice cloudy day, so that was really beautiful, and I just got some great footage that I wanted you all to see. This is the northernmost point of the island, and although my husband and I are not huge beach people, we're more like, we like lakes and rivers and things like that. I will say this was some of the most beautiful water we've seen since being here, even though all of it is gorgeous. And there were so many of these little blue, like they're brown and orange and white right here, but when they open their wings up, they're blue. Beautiful little butterflies all over the place, absolutely covered. You can't see them really here, but they were all through this like brush and shrubbery. We saw some really cute little hermit crabs, some spiders and things. Alright, and then for our last painting this week, we are working on a crow and a skull, and obviously this one is supposed to be for Halloween. I'm thinking it should be for October, if I'm not wrong. I have a whole list somewhere. I just know I needed to get it done. I really like putting blues and like reds and stuff inside of the black while I'm painting crows, so that it kind of gives that oil slick, shiny coat look. At some point it would be really cool if I could afford to do a class where we can all use metallic paints, but if you guys use watercolors, you know that gets a little expensive, so having multiple palettes of that isn't really something I can do right now. But I am working on trying to get this whole portfolio of everything I've done together, so that in the future, if I decide to do more classes when we get back to the States, I'll have a whole bunch to show people. Or, you know, I've heard people going to like bars and things like that to do paint and sips and stuff, and that would be really cool. But anyway, lots done this week, but still lots to do. Next week we're going to get back into doing some more acrylic paintings, because I have just a few to get done before I start working on my other watercolor pieces for the fall. Oh yeah, here's a cute little clay magnet or two that I made with Rita, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye guys!